Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, I wanted to quickly go over what looks like the 5 new Drifter melee weapons coming to the game with Duveri Paradox. It's possible that there are more Drifter melee weapons, but as of right now, we have only seen technically, for sure, 5 Drifter melee weapons, as well as we're going to go over how the combat works for Drifter melee, as it seems like it's turning into more of a RPG Soulframe, just general RPG normal melee system. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just going to be melee attacks and like block slash parries and dodges, right? Seems to be more normal. So we'll take a look at that and see how it goes. As always, sub, like, and check out any of the socials. Epic Games Store creator code Pupsker down below if you want to support the channel. So when you're Drifter, you go to this area here, right? We're going by one. And you can see 1 melee weapon, 2 melee weapon, 3 melee weapon, 4 melee weapon, and then there's a 5th pillar here for a melee weapon. I assume this melee weapon would be the Teshin Swords that your Drifter in the like demo they currently have. Words are hard. That is probably the Teshin Swords. So yeah, so Teshin Swords go there. Cool. They're dual two-hand, like dual Nakanas. They'll hopefully have a new stance, but maybe not. Then we have a normal sword, it looks like, a Syam. So most likely that'll have stances of any normal sword, right? Like one-handed sword, I think. I think that's what they're called in Warframe. I might mess up some of the technical variations, right? But it looks pretty cool. Next, right beside the Syam, there it goes. Right? It's a pretty good looking Drifter melee. I'm not mad at it. It looks very pretty, so yeah, you can grab that, or you can grab this, what looks like a big, like a polearm halberd. I can't remember the technical classifications that Warframe gives it, if it's a polearm, or if it's like a spear, or if it's a halberd. I don't know, but that'll be like that type of weapon. Like maybe it's technically a heavy Nakana, like two-handed Nakana, right? Yeah, that's probably a two-handed Nakana now that I look at it. And then here we have like the spear glaive thing. I'm very bad with words. Long axe, lol. But they look really nice. They look very nice. I still think this is now a two-handed Nakana. But look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then this will be like our like our two-handed heavy hammer, right? Or like heavy axe. I think it's heavy hammer, because these are all going to be like Warframe weapon stances and stuff we already have. So just remember that. And they show it off with the Sampotes. They show off melee with this weapon. So yeah, that's what it looks like it's going to be, right? We're going to have two-handed Nakana. We're going to have one-handed sword. Maybe we'll have, or like 2 one-handed Nakanas, one-handed sword, maybe two-handed Nakana, maybe a halberd spear, and then the like heavy axe, two-handed axe. Yeah. I'm very bad at remembering each technical style. Yeah, it'll be like two-handed Nakana, no dachi. They have those, right? It's a Tatsu Prime type things. So that's what I assume that like other heavy blade or big blade will be. And then they grabbed, yeah, the hammer. So not too shabby. They quickly show off Drifter melee. Look at that. Oh, slap it, and then that's the heavy attack. Look at that big slam. Sheesh. And then we'll go forward a little bit here. This is when they actually get into Duveri, just so we can see how combat actually works. You can go on your horse to fight, but once you go Drifter melee, it's just left click to attack, it seems. You have heavy attack as always, whatever key you have that on. And then you can, I believe, dodge roll as normal, you know, dodge away, roll away. But you can parry with what I would assume would be like right click on your Drifter, right? So you parry attacks and then attack back instead of just straight blocking, it seems. So there, Dude Bro used his ability, a little shield block. I think they're going to wait to attack, and then, ooh, look at that, parry? They didn't take any damage, so I believe that was a parry or like block, however that works. We'll see if they do it again. The combat looks a little clunky for sure. It's not like Warframe is a melee focused. Oh, look at that. Boom, deflected, and then they looks to have done a, you know, slap back. So yeah, it looks like Drifter melee will have some blocking and then some parrying to it. So not too bad. I think Warframe is decided they just want Warframe to be just a bunch of different games now, and they want to go in so many different directions. By the way, Lamentus, the Gallium there, I believe that is just placeholder for now for the Laminus, but yeah, it looks like that's how Warframe's going. Is this an indication for how Soulframe combat may go? It might be. I feel like this is a small nudge in the direction of what Soulframe combat is going to be. I don't think Warframe devs truly understand or know what they want Warframe to be anymore, because it's just like a whole bunch of different styles and games at this point. So I think Warframe is definitely seeming more like a modded Skyrim, honestly, and I'm all for it. This is such a interesting new DLC, and it makes me happier than the Call DLC, because after the first time running Call missions, I never wanted to run them again. After I got everything, I was done, right? I don't particularly like Call missions after the first time, as those seem like a one-time quest mission that I'd like to run, not a weekly thing I'd like to rerun every time. Whereas this seems like something I would actually want to rerun. Different Warframe weapons, right? I have more variation. It's not the exact same one-for-one. There are 5 different cycles of like Dominus Thrax moods. So there's 5 different like 2-hour mood variations, and there's a ton of different stuff to do. So yeah, I'm excited for this update, and it'll have seemingly way more playability and replayability than the New War did. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to play, and I hope it all goes well and doesn't break everything. But we're still waiting on the update in April. That's Drifter melee combat for now. We're gonna have to see how it plays out when the update comes out. I'm pretty excited though, and then after this update, hopefully we get cross-play, cross-save, but until then I'll be playing some Destiny 2, some Genshin, and chilling on side games, as well as making Warframe videos when there's something I want to talk about. So I appreciate everyone being here, liking, subbing, using Epic Games creator code Pupsker, or checking out any of the social medias, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, Instagram popped off, looking at all of the sweet update stuff this week, so thank you everyone for following along. Cheers.